In this lecture, we'll try to understand what is data types in the SQL. So in previous lecture, we have just taken one example of one table. So the table was ID, name. These are the columns are there. This is called column of a table. So let's say we have ID 1, 2 and the name is 𝐻𝐲𝐵𝐞. This is a table. Now this ID and name, we called it as a column of a table, and these are the rows. Now what is data types? Data type is basically will represent what type of data is going to be stored in that column. So if you take this example, we obviously know that since it is an ID, an ID of any company, if you take the employee ID, if you take employee ID, the employee ID will be always a number. Always a number. Let's say my employee ID is 1, another person employee ID is 2. So employee ID will be always a number. So that number is your data type. Number is your data type. And what is this name? For ID, number is a data type, and for name, the data type will be 𝐷𝐿. So likewise in the Oracle database, or if you take any database, okay, the data type are defined, like what type of data is going to be stored into that column. So for the ID column, we are going to store number type of data, or in some databases we are also calling it as an integer. Integer means it is basically the number from 1 to 9 or 0 to 9 you can consider. Alright. And name will always be your 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐷 or Ankush. So it will never store your data related to the number. You may have never seen any name which is started with the number. Obviously the number will not be there. So this is a data type. Data type will represent what type of data is going to be stored. So when you create any table, you need to specify the data type along with the column name. Alright. So in this employee table, we have two columns. Employee ID is of type. This column is of type integer, which will store integer type of data, and name will store your 𝐷𝐿 type of data, or you can say which will be 𝐷𝐿 means A to Z, anything, but it will not store the number. Okay, this is all data types. So there are many data types are there in the Oracle database, so you can just go through that. Thank you.